when it comes to hormones, does your lab test from a normal lab, Quest, LabCorp, tell you the real story? Can you make a treatment decision just looking at your lab test? The answer is no. You can probably figure that out, which will explain why in some cases you feel poorly, you don't feel well, you have all kinds of symptoms that suggest you have a hormonal imbalance. You go to the lab, you have your labs tested, they come back and the doctor says, oh, your lab is normal. That's not it. Well, there's certain things to look at when you look for hormone labs. So there is a range of what's considered normal values. So that range is established by the lab in the sense that if it's too low, it's dangerous for life, and if it's too high, it's again dangerous for life. That does apply to thyroid, and it's pretty important for that. It does apply to cortisol, your stress hormone, pretty important for that. It does apply to growth hormone, for example, even though growth hormone and IGF-1, its indirect indicator, are more in an optimal or suboptimal range. Because if somebody has a growth hormone deficiency, which happens a lot as we get older, you will really feel poorly, but your labs look good, and you're going to be told you're okay. This is also the same with testosterone in men, who they often go to the doctor and they're told, oh no, your testosterone is normal. Well, it's not normal if it's 450. It's not normal if it's 500 or 600. Your testosterone did not used to be 400, 500, 600. If it's low, below 400, like 300s or 200s, you're definitely going to have symptoms. Even at 400 or 500, you're probably going to have symptoms. So you're looking for your testosterone to be optimal. This is the feel-good hormone for a guy, for a man. You want that hormone to be in the top range of normal. You're looking at naturally for that hormone to be 800, 900, 1000, depends on your age, but the younger you are, the more testosterone you should have. And we are, by the way, if you didn't know, in the midst of testosterone epidemic, low testosterone epidemic. So a lot of men suffer from low testosterone. They go to their doctors, oh, no, 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 your testosterone is normal. It is not normal. It's in range for the lab. Even the lab says top range is 1200 and bottom range is 200. Well, do you think you're going to feel good if your testosterone is 200? Probably not. Do you think you're going to feel great if your testosterone is 1200? Probably yes. So long story short, is the same with estrogen in women, which adds another layer of complexity because estrogen has its own natural variation in the cycle of a woman. So you start out in the first 3 or 4 days with low estrogen and it starts to go up and raise naturally to a peak on day 14. And that's when you ovulate and your estrogen is at its highest. And then it's got a slow, gradual decline